Iron Man kicks off with Tony Stark, a billionaire genius who treats danger like a fun hobby and treats humility like it's out of stock. At his weapons presentation, Tony talks like he's selling fireworks to the universe, then casually leaves. Because consequences are a tomorrow problem. Tony flies to a war zone like it's a business trip, because billionaires love to things. Jetson ignoring risk assessments. Then the convoy gets attacked, and Tony learns the universe does not care about your net worth. Tony wakes up captured in a cave, which is an aggressive way to discover your lifestyle wasn't bulletproof after all. He meets Jensen, a fellow prisoner, who's basically the cave's only adult. And yes, that's saying a lot. The captors demand Tony builds a dangerous weapon, and Tony responds by building a very different kind of problem. Tony secretly builds a bulky metal escape suit, basically inventing wearable panic with bolts. Jensen sacrifices himself so Tony can escape, and Tony's face says, "I did not budget for feelings today." Tony bursts out in the suit, flames everywhere, and the vibe is DIY freedom, sponsored by Adrenaline. Tony gets rescued and goes home, where everyone expects him to act normal, which is hilarious. Tony announces he's shutting down weapon sales, and the business world collectively clutches its pearls. This makes Obadiah Stane extremely upset, because he prefers profits the way Tony prefers sarcasm non-stop. Tony retreats to his workshop and builds a smarter life, a robot assistant, a cleaner reactor, and a suit plan that screams midlife crisis, but expensive. Tony builds a sleek silver prototype suit and immediately uses it for the most responsible activity. Reckless. Test flying. The test flight goes high, the suit freezes up, and Tony learns nature. Doesn't care how genius you are. So Tony upgrades to the red and gold suit because if you're going to do hero stuff, you might as well do it with style points. Tony goes overseas to stop bad guys using his old weapons, which is like cleaning up your own mess. But with jets. Back home, Pepper starts investigating, because being Tony's assistant is basically being a detective with better heels. Pepper discovers Obadiah is the problem, which is awkward because he has the exact vibe of a friendly uncle who steals your company. Obadiah steals Tony's chest reactor like a villain doing identity theft, and Tony immediately looks like a phone on 1% battery. Peppa and Tony scramble for a backup reactor because nothing says teamwork like please don't die in your own house. Obadiah builds a giant monster suit, basically. Iron Man's angry forklift cousin, and goes hunting for Tony. Final fight! Tony in the red and gold suit versus Ironmonger, aka startup founder, versus angry board member, but with rockets. Tony wins, survives, and then ends the movie by casually revealing he's Iron Man because subtlety has never once been invited to this man's life.